With that being said, champion, we remain here. It's your boy Jay Black, aka Black Man. Shake my hand. And I'm not your boy. It's Jay Black, aka Black Man. URL prime time every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We announce the judges. Let me say the judges quickly. I'm not sure how y'all coming to me for the judges, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all, yeah. The announced judges already announced. Shout out to LTBR. They announced it on Twitter. So you ain't gotta spend your whole time here if you're here for judges. Hopefully you're here for my opinion, not who the 4 judges are. Here are the 4 judges if you somehow missed it. Because I'm not even gonna drop this until a whole day or tomorrow. You got Tony Bro, already broke down who he is and how special he is to the culture. Battle Rap Fanatic, aka Polo, shout out to that brother. Shout out quickly, doing this thing, you know what I mean? A star out here. Minnesota Luke, he's a historian, you feel me? I definitely valued his opinion heavily even back then. I had him on the Champion of the Year panel in 2017, the first ever Champion of the Year panel. I like the way he actually break down the stuff. I did not pick the judges, respectfully. I don't mean to say that in a way, but so Minnesota Luke is a historian. We haven't seen too much of him give an opinion, but I think he's good. You know what I mean? What I saw from him on the Champion Year panel was solid enough. And we got Philly Freeway, aka Philly Freezer. You know what I mean? Which they always go to celebrity judge. So I think that's a solid set. It's a solid set of judges. I think I might change my picks though. Because I feel like when I was asking Minnesota Luke some questions like how recent have you paid attention to battle rap, he said pretty much, which is not too bad. It's SM. He said Verb and Cal. He saw that, but I feel like there's gonna be some nuances that a lot of battle rappers use. Like say, what if Geechee goes Gary? What if DNA uses Bernard? That might fly over the head. But I think Tony Bro and Polo, they catch it. But the other 2 judges probably I don't even know what you're talking about. Bernard, Gary, what does that mean? I'm confused. Or what is that? Where that stem from? Even if they do let's say Yoshi and drugs, what if their battle was based on, at least a round of the battle is based on what's currently happening within the past week? You know what I mean? Is that gonna affect things? Do they know that? All right, listen, y'all saying get the judges out. No women judges. It's 3 girls in the tournament. We'll see what happens. I will say this though. I'm giving the judges a chance. You feel me? Yeah, I think if they get through round 1 accurately, I'm happy with them. But if I said this on the live. I said if there's any foul play, if there's a winner that we as the culture feel is clear, and y'all go the opposite way, it's gonna be a riot, bro, and it's gonna hurt the integrity of the tournament. You know what I mean? And on top of that, the league puts people in position, right? But it's like they're in charge, but they're not really in charge. This tournament, y'all play a huge factor. Y'all play almost as much as the battle rappers. Not entirely the same amount, but y'all play a huge factor. We've seen judges mess up tournaments before. That goes for everything. That's not even the recent tournaments. That goes if you go to tournaments from back in the day. If you go to 106 and Park tournaments, if you go to MTV when Swan was battling, bro, shout out to him. When Rain Man was battling, you'll see how a judge can really hurt situations. You feel me? So I would say that please don't mess it up. I got side bets too. That's what I'm really focused on. I got side bets. Do not mess up my side bets. Do not mess up my brackets. Because sometimes the side bet pay more than anything. You know what I mean? So when you see me betting surf, I bet more than just surf. Come on, bro. And I got the thing with I'm about to fill out the thing with LTBR. I'm about to fill out the parlay and all that. And I'm trying to do it on Cortez. Shout out to Cortez. The judges, how y'all missing who the judges are? It was announced on the stream. One more time, the judges are Tone Bro, Polo, Minnesota Luke, and Philly Freeway. You feel me? But I just feel like the severity of what's at stake here. That $100,000 is low key the $100,000 is the start of the tournament. I appreciate the level of talent that's in the tournament, but that could have been anybody in the tournament, and we'd have been like, they closer and closer. They closer and closer to the 100,000. But I heard they mad at the judges. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I would say this: give them at least one round, and then if they mess up, I don't think URL is opposed to making adjustments. But I will say give them a round and see how it turns out. Because two things can happen. You can have a situation where the battles are easy to judge, so we won't really know, the capacity of what they can do. Or you're going to have some situations where the battles are mad debatable, and it's like, yo, what are you doing? But I don't think we should stop their wisdom before the situation even start. Like, why should we cut them off? Like, end of the day, I get it. Y'all probably hate the team, but look at the judges individually. Tone Bro, damn near a perfect judge. Polo should be a great judge. You understand? Because he does reactions, and coming from a person that does reactions, you look for like you're paying attention times 10. You're waiting to react. So he should be a good judge. Minnesota Lucas is a historian. Tony Bro is that great. I'm sorry. I can't even. Now you're going to be sound no way. It's like I'm biased to Tony. Shout out to Tony, but it's like, yo, Tony is actually that good, in my opinion. I don't know. I rarely disagree with the man. And even when I disagree with him, it's like, it's still good. Minnesota Lucas is a historian. I feel like that can carry over, you know what I mean, how he articulates his points. He didn't seem too shabby on the live stream. So, Freeway, I wanted to talk to Freeway, though. I think that's the bad part, when you roll somebody out and you don't get a chance to talk to them and interview them. Like, yo, who's your favorite battle rapper? You know what I mean? How much are you in tune? Are you paying attention? We know Lloyd Banks to be arguing with the battle rappers. We know Lloyd Banks is paying attention. Lloyd Banks is arguing with Calico, John. Like, come on. Like, should he battle? Should he step in? Lloyd Banks is on TV, on different media platforms, just popping in. King Los, we know King Los battled. King Los is popping in the live streams. Yo, what's up? What's going on? Talking to the battle rappers. So I just wanted to kind of just ask him those particular questions, but we'll see what happens. End of the day, the brother can actually rap. They said I should have been a judge. I don't want to be a judge, bro. Like I said, there's too many conspiracies around my name that people are creating. Y'all, come on. We know how the culture go, bro. Y'all will rock with him. Y'all will ride with him. Thank you, Dree215. He says, Freeway had a performance to the night at Lockdown. That's a fact. So Freeway was at a battle, even though it was in Philly, at Lockdown, did his thing. I could have been a judge, though. Let's just call it for what it is. Like, maybe one day when, I don't feel like hosting an event, I could be a judge. Like, if we get the emotions out the way, like, I don't care who one of these niggas win. Are they going to give me part of their earnings? No, they won't. I would have a criteria, like, this is what I'm going off. Here's my list. I would turn in a sheet for you dudes. If I was a judge, I'd turn in a sheet. I'd turn in a fucking a CompuBox sheet for you guys. This is who I had in round 1, 2, 3 for these particular reasons. I think this guy outbarred this person. The angles were effective. I'm about dog. Stop. And think about it too. Me as a judge, the accountability on me is extremely high. So every time I gotta explain myself. Come on, bro. I think I would have been a good judge. I could have been. But then again, I think I do have the option. That's just me not taking it. I think LTBR would have been a good judge too. I messaged these brothers, I think they would have been a good judge as well. But it is what it is. I feel like which shots fired? What shots? I'm showing love. Which shots fired? In the comment section? Yeah, LTBR would have been a good judge, I think. I had him on the Champion Year panel multiple times. So, here's what it is. The women judges, listen, when y'all had Rita, y'all try to go in, you know what I mean? And all she did was made a reference. Y'all agreed. Gotta defend the home team. Y'all agreed with her opinion, but y'all didn't like the reference. y'all agreed with her decision. Like y'all killed her for a reference. Like y'all agree with her decision though. Like go back then, like and actually watch what happened. Y'all agree with her opinion. There's a reference, so I guess was outlandish. Okay, cool. It's crazy. Uh, I'm sorry until we find. I missed your question. It just left the screen. It just left the screen, Chief. Miss Marl, ask that question again, please. Malt, you must be mistaken. The judges was already announced. It's Tone Bro, Polo, Minnesota Luke, and Freeway. So Papoose will not be a judge. Remy Ma will not be a judge. Again, I feel like we should get the judges a chance. You feel me? We will see what happens this Saturday. Hot Boy Casino. Jay Black said my name wrong. You talking about for the Crucible? We should see what happens this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna find out what happens this Saturday. And again, I'm one of those guys. Like I would hate for a bad decision to happen live, cause listen, if it happens live, I'm gonna react to it live, and it could be bad for people. I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say that though. I'm gonna say that. I'm telling you, there's a market. This is the real shit behind the scenes in battle rap that y'all don't know about, bro. There's a betting market, bro, that a lot of money is put up. Some of the battle rappers know there's a real situation where people make money by doing bets. You don't want to mess up these guys' bets. That's the scary part. If you got some bread, tap in. You can make 1,000 plus per event if you know who you're picking, and we just don't want that to be messed up. What's the word y'all like? Compromise? We don't want that to be compromised. We want, if that guy won, just say he won. Make sure because he won. It's clear. It's not a debate. Get out. Turn your phone sideways. Don't cheat. Don't you dare be a part of the comment section when the battle is happening. Don't do that. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do that. We want your opinion. We want your opinion. You know what I'm saying? How do we tap in? I mean, it's like the Fight Club, man. You got it. You know what I mean? It's like Clubhouse. You know, somebody got it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Was it Chris? Shout out to Chris. 520. I'd rather host. I don't think it's worth it for me to be a judge at this particular time. And I mean, I'm at the event. I already got a situation. I got I got a purpose at the event already. But when the time comes, when it's $1 million, I'll judge. I'll judge when it's $1 million. You feel me? I sure do, sir. I got a situation outside of battle rap that's lovely, which I ain't going to, elaborate on for obvious reasons. Yeah, I'm actually amazed too. Cause I didn't really go live like that, so I upgraded my camera, for live. My stuff looked good already, or excuse me, looked good prior, but I wanted it to look great live, so I'm happy with the results. But it always goes in and out. I'm tired of that. Did they ask Surf to be a judge? Surf couldn't be a judge. Surf could be a judge, but he can't be a judge. If you're Cortez, and how would you feel about Surf being a judge if you're Cortez? You know what I mean? I'm saying that respectfully too. Shout out to Cortez. If you're Cortez, how would you feel about Surf being a judge? Just saying, man. And it's not, the thing about it too, a lot of time y'all say people biased. I don't think they're biased. It's the perception that they have going in. Like, if Lux is about to battle, Jay Black gonna pick Lux? No, I'm not. If Lux lose, I'm gonna say Lux lost. But the perception going into the battle is Jay Black gonna say so I can't technically judge a Lux battle. I've said Lux lost battles. If he loses, I'm gonna say he lost. He knows that. I wasn't really irritated. I'm just saying I feel like we had drugs on there. And shout out to Surf and Anwar. And I think they were talking about what y'all wanted. Y'all like this. Y'all like the gossip. Like the culture, it is what it is. Like, I pretty much let it go on for like 15, 20 minutes. Y'all like the gossip. Like that's what, And the thing about it, I kind of already asked drugs because the question should have really went to drugs, like, yo, how you feel? And I kind of asked him that, like, yo, what's going on? How you feel? And he said, I don't think nobody picked up on that. I feel like y'all should elaborate on that. He said, yo, she's playing a game. She's playing a game. It's not real. It's not serious. I thought that was a note right there that nobody really picked up on. Who judged? My last time saying who judged, salute. If you missed out, Tombro, Polo, Minnesota Luke, and Freeway. The Freeway, yes. The thing about it, like here's the thing. That's one battle. It's like let's touch on that and let's talk about how Geechee and Riggs is a crazy one. Riggs don't do a lot of talking, but he battles really well. JC battle, fire. His A-Ward battle, fire. Like, Geechee could lose that one. And how is that going to look? Somebody like Geechee getting out in the first round, that's a conversation piece. That's a conversation piece. Jack Boy beating T-Top, that's a conversation piece. Like, these aren't, it's getting overlooked. Like, yo, we know for a fact this person gonna win. And this is why a lot of y'all brackets are gonna fail. It's a whole bunch of popularity picking. A lot of popularity picking. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna have two different brackets. I'm gonna have the one that I drop on Friday, like, I think this person's gonna win. But my behind the scenes bracket is gonna win me the 10,000. You understand me? My behind the bracket I turn in is gonna win me the 10 grand, bro. I guarantee you that. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going left on all my picks. Watch. Watch. If you didn't know how the 16 were selected, you can watch the video. It's gonna take an hour and a half, but if you don't have time for that, it was randomly selected by everybody in the chat. So we put a number on each card, 1 to 16, and we just asked the chat to pick a number, and boom, we flipped it, and that's how it was picked. Chill, let me get some money. You got enough. Hey, you know what could happen if we talk and be like, listen, I don't want to give I'm done. You can win. I feel like people not talking about that. That's an important detail. That's an important fact. So don't get this confused. Even if you have the most accurate bracket or a perfect bracket, if somebody ties with you, pay attention. If they're like there's 5 ties. Everybody got 5 people got a perfect bracket. Everybody doesn't win. You understand? There's gonna be a random selection situation between the 5 of y'all that has a tie for the perfect bracket, whatever y'all got, and then they win. One person wins. Y'all not sharing. I gotta talk about that. Make that a big deal now before end of the event, and niggas like, oh man, I had the best bracket, I'm crying. Like, talk about it. Make it a big deal. Like, people are forgetting about that. Don't call conspiracy at the end like, yo, I had the perfect bracket, but I ain't win. No, because only one person can win. It's going to be a random selection situation at the end, and one person wins 10,000. Woobox.caffeine.tv. Black, I will bet you my car would be better than yours. I would bet, but I don't know. I bet John already. Is it cash? It's cash. Do you know caffeine credits can cash out to be cash, right? So even if I send you 10,000 in caffeine credits, you still can cash it out to have $10,000, right? And actually, you should ask for that. You should prefer that because you can cash it out faster into your account. I think the 10,000, let's say you win the 10,000, it's going to make you wait for a little bit, as it should. That's how policies goes. But if you get caffeine credits, you can cash it out ASAP. It gets to you faster. But if you don't know about that, you get the 10 grand straight up. I mean, it is what it is. I just want to see what happens. I'm tuned in, man. I want to see who wins and who loses. Like, I'm happy I'm not a judge, but that's like, I want them to make their best decision possible. Because I feel like, there's three components to the tournament. The 100K is a major component. The battle rappers, major component. And then it's the judges, the third component, which is a good portion. You fuck that up, other two fall. In a way, it falls. There can be no ties. No, there's no ties. When you sign on to be a judge, there is no, oh man, 10 and a half, 10 and a half. There is none of that. There's none of that. There's no tie. You're a specialist. They chose you to be a judge. Break it down. Give strong reasoning. Freeway is a judge, yes. Black, how do you honestly feel about Freeway being a judge? I feel okay about it, but what would have made me feel great about it is if he was on the live and we could have a conversation. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, yo, I just want to have a conversation, ask a few questions. You know what I mean? Like, the same way with Minnesota Luke. I said Minnesota Luke is a legend. You know what I'm saying? What he did in the game earlier on was fire. I just wanted to ask him, how much recent have you watched battles? If I got to do that with Freeway, I would have felt better. That's all I'm saying. I just have a few questions for Freeway. Like, yo, what are you going off of? How much do you watch it? You know what I mean? Are you paying attention to this? Are you paying attention to that? Do you, since you're a guy that has such a great flow from Philly, do you like a flow better than anything else? Like, how are you going to judge it? Nah, don't fly, man. I don't want nobody going off like the crowd reaction, bro. Don't fly, man. A lot of times, the best way to judge a battle is from home. Yes, the best way to, sometimes, the best way to judge a battle is from home. Because a lot of times, people at the event, they go home to watch it again. And then they give a winner. Like me, you know, I'm like, yo, let me do my due diligence. Thank you. No distractions. No distractions. So someone lost their battle 200 years ago is going to be a judge attorney. So I never get this. I never get this. I always say this, right? Let's say if I have a battle rapper as a co-host or a battle rapper as in media, right? Like, yo, like let me say for example, right? Mike P. Let's use Mike P for example. Shout out to Mike P. Yo, how can if he reviews a battle, right? Let's say he reviews Lux and Murder Mook 3. Yo, how can Mike P talk about Lux and Mook? He not on their level. That don't make sense. You shouldn't be able to be talking about that battle. People always say stuff like that, right? But it's like, you mean to tell me guys that don't battle at all can talk about battles then? Y'all prefer that? People that never did it, or can, like, and that goes to me too. Like, people that just been fans, they can talk about it, but the actual battle rappers can't? Come on, bro. So I say that to say Freeway is a guy that raps. You know what I'm saying? Freeway raps. He raps. So I think he has some authority. A lot of time the fans don't have nothing. We enjoy the show. And the thing about it, a fan can be the best possible judge. Possibly. But, you know what I'm saying, they have the authority. They rapped in front of a crowd. They've actually battled. You know what I mean? Freeway, at the end of the day, I understand what that happened with the Cassidy battle. He battled, though. You know what I mean? But even then, being a rapper puts you ahead of the average fan that doesn't rap in terms of judging a battle. Does it not? Does it not? Just saying. Just saying. Hardcore flavor. Come on, Chief. Come on, hardcore flavor. Let me see. Tone Bro, Polo, Minnesota Luke, Freeway. Those are the 4 judges. I'm saying you should know, Chief. You should know, Chief. Bro, y'all say everybody biased, bro. It is what it is. That's everybody bias. Just put their names in the title. How y'all just finding out now through this? I'm about to dip. I got shit to do. It's all over Twitter. But I'm about to dip, y'all. I appreciate y'all stopping through. I think Anwar should be still alive. I can go ahead jump over that situation. Um, but I guess now with all the controversy, it's not really real controversy. Yoshi versus Drugs is the main event, and Drugs was smart in not saying shit. I'm thinking about, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have Drugs on the show tonight, right? It would be smart if he ain't say shit. And low key, he didn't really say nothing. He knows what he's doing. He played it all. He played it smooth, like, yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my job to really focus on what she doing. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. He didn't give nothing away. He didn't give nothing away. He was high. I did say, yo, you had a good 420, didn't you? You had an amazing. Your name is your name, right? You had a great 420. It was beautiful. But Anwar's still alive. Everybody head over to Anwar's channel at just Anwar. I'm about to dip, man. Again, the face-off should be done a little differently than before. I'm not gonna say the format, but stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that part of the show. That should be fun. If they stick to the plan that we made up for the face-off, it should be a fun face-off or a fun face-off. Stay tuned for that. Champion.